back to GoZoo, the virtual zoo that allows you to learn. There are bats everywhere. Okay, the virtual zoo that allows you to learn about any animal, anytime, and anywhere in the world. So we've been having a bat situation, and just not any kind of bat, but the vampire bats, and they've been everywhere. And I came down to the basement to look for something, and I think that they started a family here. Oh my god. I need to call Mr. Brown. He needs to come and fix this ASAP. Anyways, before I look for Mr. Brown, I'm sure you're wondering, what are vampire bats? Are they really vampires that turn to bats? Well, no, they're not. But let me tell you all about vampire bats. Vampire bats are small brown flying mammals. Because they are mammals, it means they are warm-blooded, give birth to their young alive, and feed them milk from their mammary glands. That is how they look. Like I said earlier, they are brown in color, quite small, and both their noses and their ears are pointed. Their front teeth are very sharp, and they use it to puncture the skin of their prey. They are called vampire bats for one major reason. They feed on blood, and blood only. But before you go running around wondering how to hide from these little guys, let me just say that they prefer animal blood to human blood. So they would usually feed on the blood of cows and birds and pigs and goats. Only on rare occasions do they feed on human blood. And when I say rare, I mean very rare. Because they feed on animal blood, they are classified as carnivores. Carnivores are animals that feed on other animals. The vampire bats live in South and Central America, and they are also found in Mexico. In this place, they live inside old abandoned buildings or hollow places or very dark musty places like the basement. Vampire bats are nocturnal, which means they are only active at night, which makes them even more spooky. They emerge during the darkest parts of the night when most animals are sleeping, and that is when they attack them and suck up all their blood. They use their finger-like wings to glide through the sky very silently. Then they use their special adaptation method to sense the breeding of an animal nearby. Once an animal is spotted, they silently land on the animal and then use their front sharp teeth to make incision in the animal's skin. And then as the blood pours out, they drink it up with their tongues. This method allows them to go unnoticed by the animal, and they can stay there for up to 30 minutes drinking its blood. Vampire bats, unlike their other bat cousins, can walk, run, and jump. And because of that, they stay unnoticed while they feed and can easily escape if they are found or noticed. Their bites are not dangerous in themselves, but they can open the prey up to many diseases, including rabies. If a bat is not able to find blood for up to 2 nights in a row, the bat will die. Like we said earlier, vampire bats are mammals. That means they don't lay eggs but give birth to their babies alive. Their babies are called pups, and they would stay in the mother's womb for about 7 whole months. When they are born, they feed on milk for the first month, and then by the 2nd month, the mommy bat begins to feed them blood. She feeds them blood by the process called regurgitation, which is like throwing up in humans. Once they are about 4 months, the bats are big enough to start hunting for themselves. Before we go, I want to tell you some interesting facts about the vampire bats. First of all, vampire bats are unselfish. So, if one of their friends didn't get a blood meal, they would share theirs by regurgitating part of the blood they got. Secondly, their very sharp teeth are not only for piercing through skin. It can also be used like a clipper. This is how it works. When they land on an animal that is very hairy or furry, they would use their incisors to shave up the hair before making a hole to get their blood meal. If you don't know what an incisors is, then check out our basic science video on teeth. Well, that's all for today. Now it's catch-up time! Vampire bats are mammals, meaning they are warm-blooded, give birth to their young alive, and feed them milk from their mammary glands. Vampire bats are nocturnal, which means they are only active at night and at the darkest part of the night. Vampire bats, unlike their other bat cousins, can walk, run, and jump. Baby vampire bats are called pups. Till our next GoZoo adventure,